You won't be able to read him like an open book, because he will show an opaque side of himself to strangers. There are secrets, which he never revealed to anyone, not even the closest friend. He is restless, prone to festering, is an idealist and a very sentimental dreamer. He is lovable in his softness. Do not misinterpret that as weakness, he is a romantic. Since he is dominated by the waxing and waning moon, he will experience emotional highs and abysmal depths, and has the ability to take other people in the one direction or the other. When meeting him the first time, he may seem tidy and inclined to flirt, but that's just one of his moods. The next time he can be dark and unfriendly. You never know where you stand with him. Even if you know him better, you will be quite confused by his changing moods. Maybe he suddenly flares up irascible. But if you do address it, he will apologize a little grumpy. He may believe in women's liberation, but his nature compels him to feel as a protector of the weaker gender. He is polite and gallant, an old-school charmer. He loves the company of beautiful women, especially if they are witty conversation partners. Who does not? The difference to other zodiacs is that even though being an obvious Casanova, the Cancer man is very attractive to women. But as soon as he has conquered her, he will become possessive. His mistress will have a hard time to meet his expectations, for he is always expecting too much. The situation gets even more complicated by the fact that the Cancer man tends to sulk and withdraw into his shell when he is disappointed, instead of pointing out what is annoying him. That might happen rather bluntly, and may alienate the woman he loves. He enjoys foods and drinks, but don't assume that he will dress properly to an occasion. He does not care about his clothes or looks. He will still wear his old sweater and tennis pants from college days that may have become a little tight around his belly. The Cancer man is no peacock. He loves conversation and is quite eloquent. His words can inspire others to follow him and do everything he wants. In discussions, he happens to have incredibly good memory. He remembers everything a person said, even for years to come. He harbors strong opinions. All goes well, as long as you does not contradict him. If one disagrees, he does not give up until he has convinced the other person to being wrong. If he didn't have his victory, at the next opportunity he will take the discussion up again with further arguments. The debate ends when you surrender, if only for the sake of peace. A sweet home is one of the Cancer man's greatest joys. He finds that the compatibility of two lovers begins at home, and that in a relationship satisfaction is homegrown like a garden flower. But he tends to complacency, bordering on arrogance. He will see only the flaws of the other, but never his own. The Cancer man, character and sexuality. The Cancer man seeks a long-lasting and permanent relationship. When it comes to a breakup, he will occasionally find a new love, because he has the ability to connect with people quickly. Nevertheless, a woman who has really won his heart will never be forgotten, no matter what happens. He is a complicated human being. His mood swings make it far from easy to live with him, yet making him anything but boring. His persistent determination is a good omen for a successful career. Empathy and intelligence make him ideal for leading roles in politics, literature and business. In bed. He is constantly in need of encouragement. He is a wonderful lover, if encouragement is given to him. He is most comfortable in the role of a mentor, and a woman is wise if she lets him believe he teaches her the true secrets of love. He will introduce her step by step, explain what and why he does it, and what she should do. Just don't interrupt him with the remark that you know everything already. He would immediately withdraw into his shell and perhaps be only dreaming of all the wonderful things both of you could be experiencing together. He is both patient and daring. It might not be easy to find such a combination again. From the first whispered proposal, he knows exactly where he seeks, even if he strikes a detour. If you let him take lead, the trip will be worthwhile. A journey is just as beautiful as the arrival. At the beginning of a love affair with a Cancer man, everything harsh and vulgar should be avoided. He wants to idealize his partner, and any falling out of role, even if it seems arousing at the moment, undermines the prospect of a prolonged sexual relationship with him. By time, he will become more realistic and accept things that are shocking to his conventional nature. But be on guard of a sudden return to his innate sensitivity. If he is treated numb, he will seek refuge in his shell. During foreplay he's informal and confident, because working to make a woman happy suits him very well. He satisfies his own needs this way. In contrast to the men who think sexual contempt in bed is a proof of masculinity, the Cancer man has the all-important sensitivity to cues that identifies him as an artist in the field of love. The Cancer man loves to begin sexy times at another place than in bed. Maybe he puts his playmate gently on a table and gradually changes from manual prelude to the subtle penis contact. While the lover longs for the moment of fulfillment, he takes her suddenly in his arms and carries her to bed. He is an expert in playing with the clitoris. For this foreplay technique, he has a special talent. He prefers to use the finger over the tongue, but his fingers are almost magically sensitive. One of his favorite techniques is to rub the penis between the breasts of his partner, so close to her mouth, that she can touch the tip of his penis with her tongue. This combination of breasts and tongue increases his lust, and his partner's lust. The Cancer man benefits from his extraordinary memory, also in matters of love. He remembers every move with which he has ever incited a woman's passion. He enjoys the satisfaction of knowing that he is able to satisfy them. He saves all his adolescent experiences over into adulthood, and then refines them imaginatively. He loves lingerie. If he has homosexual tendencies, he may like to dress up as a woman. His acting talent, and the ability to quickly assess the reaction of others, let him play his role perfectly. Homosexuals who are born under the sign of Cancer, make the greatest efforts to physically transform into women and even sometimes undergo surgery.